Look, Jaguar Wright got some questions for Terrance Howard. Now, Terrance Howard been making statements lately. Did he want to fucking, didn't want to play Marvin Gaye because Marvin Gaye was zesty? All about his man card, man card, man card. Well, look here, bro. I ain't heard from Jaguar Wright in a minute. Once I done looked up, I seen it. Somehow the people missed this one. Somehow the people missed this one because I missed it. But she raised an eyebrow with the questions that she is asking Terrance Howard. Look, let's get into the content.
And that was the only issue that I had about what Terrance Howard had to say. Because of all that he talked, he said nothing about Bryshere. He played his television father.
Right.
He was on set. He saw what Charlie Mack and them were doing. He knew they were taking those young boys to Diddy. They all knew. I guess his man card only counts or is only large enough to cover his asshole.
Okay.
Because if you truly believed in all that you say, there is no way you could stand by and watch all of those people that you worked with do what they did to those kids. And you said nothing. Like if you're going to have integrity, it needs to wrap all the way around the building.
Yes. Facts.
You got to have integrity for it all. If the man card is the thing, and you ain't gonna let nobody take yours, when you see a younger man being preyed upon, you're not gonna stand in the gap for him and say, no, you ain't taking his man card. No. Cause see, that's what a real one would do. Meanwhile, you've been this close from making that amount of money that you wanted to retire. For what, like 16 years? You think you gonna get it? Do you? You've always, Terrance Howard has been 2 movies away from retiring for the past 16 years.
And he still speaks on Iron Man.
And guess what? Don Cheadle ain't had no problem with scooping that up. I guess the man card. Like, I'm looking at all of these adult, black, so-called elite entertainment whatevers. Y'all don't give no damn about what's happening to these kids. And y'all don't give no damn about how it rips them apart for years after. I'm actually about to present one of my new podcasts.
He say his man card is only big enough to cover his own asshole. Why didn't you stop Charlie Mack from sending them kids to Diddy? You played the television father. You was Lucius Lyon. I would think everybody would have thought you would have did way more for Hakeem Lyon. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. The fucking show stopped abruptly. We don't know what happened after Cookie Car blew up. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. But to see what happened to the actors, especially Bryshere Gray, especially, right? Come on, bro. Months ago, he was selling OnlyFans content, allegedly, with him getting hit from the back. All type of gay shit, masked up fetishes. Oh, man, come on, Bryshere. Empire wasn't the only thing he did. He did a couple other roles, and he was a pretty cool actor, bro. But my thing is this. Terrance Howard did say a lot of shit about not doing nothing with that. And when Corey Holcomb say, how did you survive the set of Empire? he kept his man card. You know, he wasn't into what was going on. He was looking this way and doing his job. But come on, nigga, you see the kids. If anything is true about what Jaguar Wright is saying, and I'm obliged to believe it, bro, because she already called out August Alsina, Bryshere Gray, and Jaden Smith. Allegedly, Will Smith sent them to Diddy. Look, bro, all we asking was, why ain't you protecting them children, fam? If you part of this Hollywood circus, why ain't you doing what you could do? Like she said, bro, integrity, if you got that much fucking integrity, it should at least wrap around the motherfucking building. Means you should look out for everybody you can while you can. While you worried about your own man card, them kids is getting victimized, bruh. So what's more important? You going home with your asshole intact? Or them kids not being victimized too, bruh? You could do both. It seems like you just don't care, Terrance. When inquiring minds want to know, you know what we got to know. Stop fucking with our minds. Now it's time to come out for you to talk. And look, a lot of people going, I don't want to even hear what he's saying. You got to listen. Yeah, you got to listen. Because like I said, bro, this is what's wrong with people. They talk circles around the things and the questions you really have for them. So you forget the question you have for them. I forgot all about Bryshere Gray until Jaguar Wright brought him up. Why ain't he talked about Bryshere Gray? You know, you talked about Diddy, you talked about Marvin Gaye. Certain people didn't even know Marvin Gaye was gay. You know, real shit, still don't know, because it's all just word. But I could believe it, because most of your singles back then, they had that zest to him. Yeah, they had that zest to him before they even knew what to call it. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. They gonna tell you Prince wasn't gay. They gonna tell you Michael Jackson wasn't gay. They gonna tell you a lot of these people wasn't gay. But guess what? Maybe they just couldn't define it at the time. I don't know. But this ain't no shot to the LGBTQPAR community. This is just to let Terrance Howard know, bruh, so much has happened right before your eyes. So much has happened right before your eyes. Why ain't you said nothing or did nothing long before this? You know, I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. But y'all drop it in the comments. But it's questions that must get answered before we can move along, bro. Yeah, I mean, every time I see Terrance Howard now, I'm thinking about Bryshere Gray now. Now I'm thinking, why ain't you help that boy? Point blank, period. Drop it in the comments. If you watch the Hughley show, the little boy that played Hughley's son, D.L. Hughley's son, tatted up all over his face. He didn't became a gangsta-ass motherfucker. But guess what? D.L. Hughley is still there for him. Point blank, period. That's all that matters. D.L. Hughley is still there for him. Can't live his life for him. Can't make his choices for him. But he still treats him like he's a son, because he was his own father television. He was his television father, bro. It means something. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Shout out Jaguar Wright. When she talk like that, I fuck with her. Yeah, when she talk like that, I fuck with her. When it comes to hip-hop and what Kendrick doing and all that type of shit, I'm not the one for it. You know what I mean? Point blank, period. I got to hear what you want to know that you making sense. Point blank, period. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the Playground. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clipper. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.